Hey y'all. Hey guys. So just wanted to give an update on my grief journey. It has now been a year and 9 months since the love of my life, my late boyfriend, passed away in a car crash, a single car crash. And I have been documenting my journey for those of you that may have lost a loved one, that may have been looking for videos on YouTube about, with people that experience the same thing. So my channel is dedicated to those of you who may have lost a partner or anyone. A year and 9 months, how does it feel? I still have days, mostly during my time of the month when I'm just, more sensitive anyway. But during those days, I cry a whole lot. My heart breaks a lot. So that is when I feel my grief the hardest. However, any chance that I get to share the greatness of my boyfriend with anybody, I share it. I will talk about him until I am blue in the face and tell everybody how amazing of not only a man, a person that he was and still is. He's very much alive. I would say, you learn to deal with grief the best way you can. I'm not going to say it gets easier. You just get stronger. Because as I've said before, I do have days where I cry. I don't look at his photos often, but when I do look at his photos, my heart breaks for sure. And that's just something that I think I'm going to feel for the rest of my life. I can say that I don't look forward to the 2-year anniversary of him no longer being on earth, because it solidifies that 2 years have passed since I've held him or touched him or heard his voice in the 3D realm. I'm still in contact with his mother. Me and his mother, we talk often. Mainly because my love for him is so strong. I always want his mother to feel my love for him through the love that I give her. Recently, I've gotten close to one of his younger cousins. One of his younger cousins is very self-aware and conscious, like my boyfriend was. So we have actually started to hang out, and we have a lot in common. We're on a very similar spiritual journey. So that is extremely healing for me. Also, he has pretty teeth and dark skin like my boyfriend did. So he has features that reminds me of my boyfriend. And even though it's his younger cousin, he didn't spend time with my boyfriend when he was here. So he's kind of getting to know how great of a person my boyfriend was through me. And I'm very happy to be able to share that with him. And I've also been able to introduce his cousin deeper into his spiritual journeys. I can say that my spiritual awareness, it has grown so much since my boyfriend has transitioned over. For those of you who follow me, you know my boyfriend has sent me so many signs that I have literally written and published a book about the signs that I've gotten from him. I'm not talking about just cardinals and feathers. I'm not talking about just our song being on the radio that we like. The book that I wrote, I dedicated 2 chapters to the signs that I've received from him. Even from the first day that he crossed over, even from the moment he crossed over, I was receiving messages from him. Because when he crossed over, I was 10 hours away. So I had no idea of what had happened until I would say 10 hours later, I got a call from his best friend telling me what had happened. But even though I was 10 hours away, when my boyfriend crashed, when his body transitioned, when he went across the veil, sometime around that time frame, he alerted me that something was going on with him. And we were so spiritually intertwined that I was able to receive the message. And since he's crossed over the veil, our connection has gotten stronger. because I am more vulnerable than I was when he was here. Now, don't get me wrong. When he was here, I was extremely vulnerable. Probably the most vulnerable I've ever been in my life. But it's like I'm more free of myself. And he's here to witness it in spirit. And he's always giving me messages. He's always giving me signs. And the signs are so undeniable. I'm writing another book. And the new book that I'm writing is, I think it's going to be called Signs from the Other Side, a Love that Transcends the Veil. I am actually probably going to be publishing that book this month on Amazon. That entire book is just signs. Can't wait to share it with you guys. So yes, 1 year and 9 months, this is where I am. I have turned my grief into healing. I would say some of the things that I have done to help me cope with grief has been sharing my story with you guys. I also microdosed shrooms. My spiritual mentor advised me to microdose shrooms. In no way am I telling you guys to do this. However, I did experience some things while on the shrooms that showed me that I had more to live for. The first months of my boyfriend not being here, I was extremely depressed. I did not want to be here anymore. I was trying to figure out, why was I even still here? Because those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that my boyfriend was and still is my absolute everything. And the love that I shared with him was like a love that I haven't experienced with anyone else on earth. Like, the love that we had was so beautiful and so pure and so complete that without him, I just felt like, why am I here? So when I microdosed the shrooms, I was able to find reasons to why I needed to be here. And if you've never been through grief, you probably don't understand me, because a lot of y'all are probably like, don't you have a daughter? Yes, I do have a daughter. But different types of love brings different types of emotions. I'll say that. But microdosing the shrooms did give me an eye-opener of what I needed to be here for. So, something that I want to suggest to my viewers who are grieving, definitely get therapy. Get some type of therapy. Whatever you feel like is the best therapy for you, I suggest that you get it. Someone that you can actually be open with and get your emotions out. Don't try and hold it in. Don't feel like you gotta be strong for your family, because it's impossible for you to be strong for anyone if you're not strong for yourself. And being strong is being vulnerable. Journal your thoughts. Sit in nature. I'm in nature. It's beautiful. It's beautiful out here, y'all. I'm by the water. It's beautiful. So that is what I suggest to you guys. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any questions about grief, if you want to talk to me about grief, you guys can visit my website. My website is botanicalbargame.com. I'll drop it in the comment section. And then that way you guys can book a session with me to, help you through your grieving journey. I will be more than happy to step in and help you guys through that journey. I hope everyone is doing okay, and I will talk to you guys later.